can standardize a weekly shopping list. After school is trickier. There is no way Babar can reach home in time for Anjali's 4 p.m. arrival. He either has to find a babysitter, which is expensive, or enroll her in daycare, also expensive, and with rigid pickup times that are impossible in traffic. Babar drains the last of his glass, a bitter aftertaste lingering, and shares his vision of high-efficiency living with his friends. "That's brilliant, bhai," Manan says of the meal rotation. "I hope you make enough for guests, because I'm dropping by if the food's any good." When Babar describes his childcare quandary, Neha says, "Did you check the community center? They have after-school activities and it's next to her elementary school. I hear it's cheap, too." Babar makes a mental note that he later records in the to-do section of his planner. "More?" Manan lifts up the half-full wine bottle. "Oh, please, no." Babar holds up a hand in mock protest. "This was truly horrible." "Made in Yonkers," muses Manan, "and only $6. Babar chuckles, appreciating Manan's inability to pass up a deal. It is a short but genuine laugh, his first all week. A few days later, Babar stops at the Kichawan Community Center. He discovers he is late to enroll Anjali in almost everything, like a popular karate class, taught by an actual Japanese master, he is told, who, incidentally, also owns a hibachi restaurant in town. Apparently, community center activities are a life hack already familiar to a number of working parents. Through polite persistence and indifference to appearing pathetic, Babar manages to elicit from the disengaged woman behind the counter that there's an opening in a weekly swimming class. "I'll take it," he says at once, ignoring his personal terror of water deeper than his calves. "I'll take it," he repeats. "All right, what day?" says the woman behind the counter, not looking up from her computer screen. "I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons." Babar pauses for a moment, the image of his absent, disaffected wife looming in his mind like a taunt. "All of them. I'll sign up for all of them," he says. The woman looks up from her computer at Babar. "Mister, you want to sign your kid up for the same exact class 3 times a week?" "Yes, she won't mind." "Does she really like swimming or something?" "She will, I think. She hasn't tried before." "Okay." The woman shrugs. Babar slips her a handwritten enrollment form completed in careful block letters. His daughter, he thinks, will be different than him. Monday, August 20, 2018. 1. Where on earth is Kiara? This is the question plaguing Desiree Matthews on Monday morning as her bus, the royal blue Kichawan Circulator, lurches up to the parking lot of Hudson Memorial. Desiree, or Dee Dee to most who know her, is racking her brain for clues or answers, something to make sense of her cousin's disappearance, and nearly trips over her own shoelace while stepping off the bus. The almost fall catapults her back to her physical here and now. "Shit!" she blurts, louder than she means to, grabbing hold of the bus's royal blue handrail. "Watch your step, hon," the bus driver says in a raspy smoker's voice. Dee Dee forces a quick smile at the driver to confirm she's okay, but it ends up coming out as more of a grimace when she realizes that's the first word she's said out loud today. Outside in the hospital parking lot, it's warm but not hot, with a peak of summer already in decline. There's a freshness in the air. The sky is palette-perfect blue with wisps of clouds. Birds chirp. The grass around the perimeter of the parking lot is green and dewy. All evidence of the weekend's hammering of heavy rains and gusty winds from Tropical Storm Felicity looks erased. The calm after the storm. Everything is in order. Only nothing is. Kiara's missing. Officially, she's been missing since last Wednesday. That's 5 days. And the whole situation, her disappearance, a stabbing, the police investigation, their questions and implied accusations, not to mention the panicked calls from Philly, keeps getting muddier. And the worry lines on Dee Dee's forehead keep getting deeper. She didn't think things like this happened in Kichawan. When she was younger, even as recently as before she moved here 2 years ago, she never imagined she'd be...